Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel Learn with SBK. Okay, so today I want to talk about a quote that honestly changed the way I think about growth as an educator and just as a person. You've probably seen it floating around online. The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. It's widely credited to Alvin Toffler, a futurist who spent his career predicting how technology would reshape the way we live and work, way before most of us even had a computer at home. Now, here's the thing, historians actually debate whether Toffler ever wrote this exact line himself. But you know what? The idea behind it is so powerful that it doesn't even matter who said it first. Because right now, in the age of AI, this quote is basically describing our lives in real time. So today, let's break this down, simply, practically, no jargon, and by the end, you'll actually know how to apply it in your own life. Let's get into it. Part 1. Learn. Let's start with the first word, learn. And look, this one's easy to understand on the surface, right? Gain new knowledge, pick up a new skill. But let's actually see what this looks like in real life. Picture a teacher, let's call her Sarah. A few years back, Sarah's whole world was a whiteboard, a textbook, and a marker that was always running out of ink. That was teaching. But fast forward to today, Sarah's using ChatGPT to build lesson plans in minutes. She's making slides on Canva. She's running her whole classroom through Google Classroom. She's even got AI generating quizzes for her. That right there, that's learning in action. And here's what I want you to really get. Every single skill you add to your toolkit doesn't just make you more qualified on paper. It makes you more confident, more valuable, more ready for whatever comes next. Okay, that's learn. Simple enough, right? But now here's where it gets interesting. Part 2, unlearn. This is honestly my favorite part of the whole quote, unlearn. And I want to clear something up right away, because people get this wrong all the time. Unlearning does not mean forgetting everything you know. It's not erasing your hard drive. It means letting go of the stuff that used to work, but doesn't anymore. Let me give you a real classroom example. For decades, the belief was, students learn best when they sit quietly, stay silent, and memorize everything word for word. Sound familiar? But here's the catch. Research has completely flipped that idea on its head. Turns out, students actually learn better when they're allowed to ask questions, discuss ideas out loud, and solve real problems instead of just memorizing facts. So for a teacher like Sarah, that means unlearning the old habit of I talk, you listen, and replacing it with something way more engaging. And this is the part that trips people up, because unlearning can actually feel uncomfortable. It can feel like you're admitting the old way was wrong. But here's the truth. Sometimes growth doesn't start with adding something new. It starts with letting go of something old. Now, once you've let go of what's not working, what comes next? Part 3, relearn. That brings us to the final piece, relearn. Relearning means going back to something you already know, but upgrading it, learning it again in a smarter, more current way. Quick example, think about Microsoft Word or Excel. Maybe you learned those tools 10 years ago. Back then, it was just typing and basic formulas. But today, those same programs have AI writing assistants, cloud syncing, real-time collaboration. It's basically a different tool wearing the same name. So if you're still using it the old way, you're leaving a lot on the table. You've got to relearn it to actually keep up. And this isn't just about software. This is happening in education, healthcare, business, literally every industry you can think of. The tools change. The methods change. So we have to keep updating right along with them. Bringing it all together. Okay, let's go back to Sarah, because I think this is where it all clicks into place. Sarah learns how to use AI tools for lesson planning. She unlearns the belief that memorization is the best way to teach. And then she relearns her whole teaching style, building it around interactive activities, critical thinking, and real project-based learning. That right there is what continuous growth actually looks like. Not one big dramatic change, just this ongoing cycle of learn, let go, and upgrade. Now here's the bigger point I want you to walk away with. This isn't just a teacher thing. This applies to you whether you're a student, a business owner, or someone climbing the ladder at your job. Technology is shifting. AI is changing how we teach, how we work, how we even think. Jobs are evolving, skills are evolving. And here's the part that really gets me. The people who succeed in the next 10 years won't be the ones who know the most right now. They'll be the ones who never stop learning. So let's wrap this up with 3 simple things you can actually act on. Learn something new. Unlearn what's outdated. Relearn with a mindset built for growth. Because in this century, success doesn't belong to the smartest person in the room. It belongs to the person who's still willing to grow, even after they've already made it. So here's what I want to know from you. What's one habit or one skill you think you personally need to unlearn or relearn right now? Drop it in the comments. I genuinely want to hear this one. And hey, if this video gave you something to think about, do me a favor, hit like, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to Learn with SBK for more real, practical talk on teaching, leadership, and growing in your career. I'll see you in the next one.